Accept warm greetings from Yaoundé, Cameroon's political capital, and welcome to the #1 talk show on B News 1 in the English language, Inside the Issue. Today we ask a question that touches heart of our nation. Who is failing our children, home, school, or the society? Recent reports and viral videos on the social media has shocked the entire nation. These videos show students involved in several recalcitrant activities, including smoking in classrooms, drinking to stupor, and some even caught in very romantic positions right inside classrooms. The question we are asking today is who is failing the school, the society? Are our children being let down at home? Are schools failing to guide them? Or is the society, with its pressures, influencers, and gap, partly to be blamed? Today we are bringing on board experts to dissect this topic on Inside the Issues. My name is Fabrice Kedinga. Hang on, I will be right back with my tag team. Thank you for taking the rendezvous with us this Wednesday, and it's a pleasure to have you on board, discuss the topical issues that affect the life of our nation. And I'm joined this afternoon by a complete squad, an entire team that will be digesting the issue on Inside the Issue today. Straight away, I am going to be welcoming the panelists that will make up today's show. And I'm joined by a vibrant woman, of course, a politician. Her name is Joanna Don Ambassa. She is a politician with the MP3 party, and she's joining us today on Inside the Issues for the very first time. Good afternoon. It's a pleasure having you on set.
Good afternoon. Thank you for having me. Good afternoon, all the cameras.
How are you doing today?
Pretty good. It's a pleasure to have me tonight.
It's not every day that we find women venturing into politics. What's the motivation?
Well, the motivation is we don't have a great representation of women in the government these days. So that's the reason why I told myself that women also have
having an experiential view from our various angles on the topic of today. Good afternoon to my panelists, and I'm grateful to see you guys. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Paul, for joining us again today. And to my left, I have Apostle Gilbert Macaulay. He is a man of God and, of course, a nation builder who runs a non-governmental organization known as CONTENU. We are delighted to have you on, sir. Thank you very much, sir, for joining us today.
Thank you, Mr. Fabrice. Thank you very much. I'm delighted to be here, and I hope we're going to have a better moment with the audience today.
Briefly, tell us what is CONTENU about. Program. I would like the producer of the show to send us those images before we get to discuss. We have seen, I know you guys have seen these images. They are very disturbing images coming from schools where students are caught on camera, some smoking, some drinking to stupor, others scaling the fence. We also have very gory scenes that we have seen on school campuses, and others, I don't even know whether I should say others getting married. I begin with you, Joanna. When you look at these images, what runs through your mind?
What runs into my mind is, where did society have failed our children? Because I think children's education start not only at school, but it starts at home. If they don't have a great education at home, eventually it's going to reflect into school, society, and everything that goes on. So to me, and I feel like parents have had to do a better job when it comes to educating and raising their children, because they are the Cameroon, that they are our tomorrow's nation. So if we don't have that good education from home, eventually this country is going to go as bad, and just keep going that we have right now. That's what I think.
Okay, Paul, your quick reaction, have you seen any of those videos circulating online?
Yes, I've seen so many of them, and it's so disheartening. It's so painful to see that the younger generation of nowadays is engaging into things we had no idea about. I must say that never before have any generation had this type of comfort and conveniences we do have nowadays. Probably they happened back then, but the social media wasn't there. The media wasn't there for us to see all these things. But nowadays, technology has evolved. So we see them around us, and it is not, from my own perspective, not only the duty of the parents, nor the teachers, nor the students themselves. It's a cumulative effort to see into it that we make sure our children grow up the way they are supposed to.
The politician, Johan Don Ambassa, politicians often blame parents, schools, for children's decline, but policies that shape the environment, family life inclusive. So, will you say government leadership has failed our children?
I will not say only government. Like he said earlier, it was literally an ensemble of failures everywhere. So yes, eventually the government has a part of it, but it starts from home. Let's blame the parents first, and then the school, and then the government. Eventually, the government have put in place some certain laws that probably banned children from going on social media. I believe it was in 2010. But was that put in place the way it was supposed to be? I don't think so. We have so many laws in the country that has not been put, it was said, but was not put in place so that those children will actually refrain themselves from doing certain things, especially on social media. Social media has come nowadays to the reality of actual life. So if at home I'm allowing you to have your phone 24/7, eventually that children think that it's okay for me to get out of my house with that same cell phone to get to school. So school also does not have a policy where we're stopping children from coming into the school with cell phone. I know abroad, in certain schools, not actually certain schools abroad, at many schools abroad, there actually are systems where phones are not allowed. There are policies like that. So government should actually
we have those same policies in Cameroon.
We have the same policy, but is it actually applied to all the schools? That's the problem. Yes, we're going to have thousands of policies, but most of those policies are not actually applied into our government. So the government will say, oh, let's...
You can name them. It's always a challenge. It's always a challenge. It has always been a challenge. Meaning that sometimes he was just following, he was just obeying. And that's why I was able to influence him, you understand? So now, when I gave my life to Christ, I began committed in God. The father was angry. That look at the man that removed me from God. Now he's not so committed, even more than you. Up to date, I'm very committed, but the man is still in the world. But he knows I'm his son. I need to mentor him now. I told him. He said he did not know God. He was just following his father. I said, but this is the time you need to also take upon yourself to know God.
Okay. Before you catch your break, you know, parents are often blamed for but are they actually equipped to be able to train their children?
Thank you, I get you now. The fact is that the church cannot do all. And one of the problems is that I'm a church, I'm going to take responsibility to that.
In as much as we have parents, they are becoming too busy with their jobs, I don't think that is a bad thing in that aspect. The only thing we need to do is the education of those institutions to be able to understand that these are children. Don't force things on children. At those danger ages, I usually suggest that let them grow, just let them be. Don't force them to be things. And that's where a big problem is coming from, especially linked to the topic of
children. How have economic policies contributed to weakening family structures?
If I can move back with what he just said earlier and get into the questions, is I'm definitely going to disagree with what you just said earlier when you said parents of illiterates, or when you go on vacation to the aunties and uncles and whatsoever, do you really think those aunts and uncle will give a better education compared to the actual parent? Or do you think the aunt or the uncle will love that child more than the actual parents? That's impossible. So if I'm moving backward, I would say that a lot of those parents with, like you said, you use the word illiterate, maybe they don't have no jobs. They are the one, in my perspective, that gives a better education to those children. So when they get home from school, back to the house, they have to do their homework, and they have to keep studying, and they have to do the house chores again, and they're going to bed. So when is the time for them to actually see what's going on social media and looking at someone's dresses and the outfit to repeat the bad stuff? Because they say, my mother or my father does not have a good life, so I have to work as hard as I possibly can so I can make my parents proud of me. So those children that you see on social media, they are the one who actually have the cell phones, they have a better life, they have big money to go to school, they have drivers, they have XYZ, they have all the extra stuff. So you cannot really say that the children that are failing, the parents that are failing the children is the one that are illiterate. Absolutely not. The illiterate one has more. No, hold on. The illiterate ones have actually a higher conscience of knowing that I cannot fail my child. Although sometimes those parents, I would say, I'm not gonna throw them flowers at 1,000%. They also cannot be there at 100% for those children because they have extra work, and there's not a big stability or emotional stability in the house. So they might fail somewhere, but
my platform is all about community care.